We're going to begin this hour with a devastating update on the wildfires burning in Maui. Officials say that the death toll has risen to at least 55 people, and that will likely grow. Search and rescue efforts are ongoing, though. One fire nearly completely destroyed the historic town of Lahaina. So we are going to head to Maui now, where Jonathan Vigliotti is standing by. Jonathan, how do things stand right now?
And good morning to you, Anne-Marie. Resources here on the island have been incredibly stretched thin, and this morning it is all hands on deck. The military is here on the ground. They are now assisting with this very active search and recovery effort. We also know of civilians who we rode along with in a helicopter who are delivering much needed aid. But the mood here this morning is one of growing desperation. People are desperate to get off the island. Others are desperate to return to their homes. And then there are those that are desperately trying to get in touch with their loved ones who are missing.
It's been 3 days since multiple wildfires tore through Maui, claiming dozens of lives and destroying hundreds of buildings.
What we saw was likely the largest natural disaster in Hawaii's state history.
80% of the tourist town of Lahaina is gone. Thursday's sunrise gave a full picture of the damage left behind. Entire blocks of homes and businesses wiped out. Some residents told us they never received official warnings.
We kind of just figured it out on our own. I realized when it was time to go, when the smoke was so dark, we could not see anything outside.
Liza Tobias took these photos as she fled her home. She returned on foot Thursday to find it in ruins, and her father, Carlo Tobias, missing after he refused to leave Tuesday night.
I wanted to force him to come with me, but he was very hard-headed and he didn't want to come.
Many who escaped the flames are now waiting for roads to reopen to see if their home survived. But others who've been trapped inside by those same road closures are running low on basics. Blue Hawaiian Helicopters has been gathering essential supplies and carting them to their choppers, where they pack as much as they can for people running out of food and water.
This is really the only way to get around these days. It is, unfortunately.
We joined them yesterday for their second full day of deliveries.
I got a text this morning for a coworker that they're running out of food, so when our people need them, we're there.
As soon as we arrived, the Blue Hawaiian fleet was greeted by the fire department, who helped them unload the supplies and then helped them reload with evacuating passengers.
It does appear like a bomb and fire went off.
Despite losing one of Maui's most beloved towns, Hawaii's governor is hopeful for Lahaina's future.
It is going to take many years to rebuild Lahaina. It will be a new Lahaina that Maui builds in its own image.
And this morning, there is mounting criticism over the emergency response. We spoke with many survivors who described this fire in the town and not receiving a single evacuation notice or even a text alert. In fact, one person told me by the time firefighters arrived in town, Lahaina was already on fire and many buildings already lost. Anne-Marie, David.
All right, Jonathan, I'm sure that will be part of the discussion moving forward. But for now, we're talking about search and rescue, which looks different, depending on where you are. What are some of the factors that, some of the people involved in this work have to take into consideration as they try to find whoever may still be alive out there?
Yeah, this is an incredibly difficult task, Anne-Marie, for the military teams and those that are on the ground now sifting through all of the rubble. We're talking hundreds of homes. 80% of Lahaina was destroyed, according to the governor. They're going in on foot and hand by hand going through all of these different areas, searching for the missing. We do know that about 1,000 people are missing. That could be because communications are down there and it's simply too difficult for family to get in touch with loved ones. But it will be a difficult task that we'll be carrying out for at least the next few weeks to come.
Jonathan, I want to talk more about this lack of an emergency siren. I mean, I was just reading on the Associated Press, Hawaii boasts what the state describes as the largest integrated outdoor all-hazard public safety warning system in the world. And here we've got your reporting and the reporting from the AP that says there was no indication warning sirens sounded before people ran for their lives. They tried to use mobile phones and radio stations, but the power and cellular outages may have limited the reach. I mean, this is infuriating. And I mean, what is the governor saying about this?
It's infuriating and unbelievable. The governor and officials during a press conference yesterday said evacuation notices did go out, but it was unclear what the time frame for that was. And we do know that a timeline has been requested several times by reporters that were there in the room. At this point, officials aren't giving a timeline. It is baffling because everyone we have spoken with, and we've spoken with many people, they all describe the same scene of chaos. Many people were in their homes, didn't even know there was a fire burning in their town until it reached their own neighborhoods. That's why we have heard of dozens of people fleeing on foot into the Pacific Ocean to save their lives. It is very eerily reminiscent of the fire in Paradise, California in 2018. Back then, the code red system there did not work. Many people did not get that notification in time, and it appears that's exactly what happened here. And it may be responsible for why so many people died. That death toll, we are told, could significantly rise in the days to come.
And for the people who are alive, who managed to escape, I mean, it looks like there's pretty much no place to stay. How is Hawaii handling these people who need shelter?
Yeah, there are thousands of people who were evacuated. Many of them are tourists. They are stranded at the airport trying to get off. Airlines have increased the number of flights and reduced fares so that they can get back to their homes. But then there are those who can't get back to their homes here, who live on the island. We believe it's around 2,000, according to what the governor said yesterday. They're currently staying in a number of shelters set up here on the island. We also saw a number of people living in their cars. That's how desperate it's become. The governor is asking for those in the community that do have homes to open their doors. He has also called on hotels here to open their rooms to house the homeless right now.
Jonathan, thank you so much.